Hi, everyone. Excuse me. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another reading. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kaylee if you're new, and this will be, I don't know what this is a reading about, guys. I'm going to be honest. Before I sat down, this is I guess they're all strange maybe in their own way sometimes, but this one's particularly odd to me because I really don't know where this is going. Well, I never know where this is going, really. But anyway, but I really don't know where this one is going, though, at all. The first song I heard was S&M by Rihanna. So I don't know if you know that one, but, there was that one. And then there was, then I was hearing yeah, just a heads up, guys. This reading does contain some adult content. This is not anything like super descriptive, but there's a trigger warning for this one too. There was a lot of things in this reading that might be potentially upsetting. It is talking about something very upsetting that has happened, and there is some stuff about reproduction in here, but again, it's nothing like descriptive, like it's not describing the actual act. It's just talking about there's contraceptives came up, and some things about pregnancy and things like that. So if you're not comfortable with that, or if you are around other people, you might just not want to watch this right now, or save it for later or something like that. But I just wanted to let you know that and give you a heads up just in case. Seeing a part of a scene in my head from Little Women, the one that has Emma Watson in it, and I don't know, but I never saw the movie. I've only seen clips of it, and I want to see the movie, but I haven't gotten to it because there just always been other things to anyway. So I just haven't seen it. So I actually don't know this scene, and I'm not sure if this is right, but she was saying something to, I think Lori was his name, saying he was like the rudest boy she ever met or something like that. I don't know. Like, I think they were at a ball and he said that he didn't like her dress or something. I can't remember for sure, but if that is a scene, that was in my head, so that might mean something to someone, or I'm not sure if this pertains to the rest of the reading, or we'll see how this goes together. These might just be like signs or synchronicities for someone watching. I've had that happen before where you've told me like that several of the details went together and like were all things you were doing or had just been doing and stuff. So anyway, and then the other one that I was getting was, I think it's Killer Queen. Killer Queen. I'm not saying that right. That was so out of tune. But da 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 da, dynamite with a laser beam. Da, da, da. Guaranteed to blow your mind anytime. I think those are the lyrics. Anyway, it's by Queen, and I can't believe I can't remember the lyrics better. But I'm just gonna assume it's meant to be. For some reason, it's just not in my head at this moment. Happens a lot when I'm doing these readings, but anyway, all right. So that's all I was getting. Oh, these are pistachios. So I'm going to see if anything comes out of here first, because it might at least give us like an overall idea of like what the basic message is going to be. We have the letter E here, so I'm not sure. I heard Eli or Elliot, T.S. Eliot, or something about, I stepped on it. Hang on. Ow. The only thing I don't like about these is that I seem to be like, one second. I seem to like, did I squid? No, that's not the one I squid. Okay, that wasn't my fault. No, it just has I never realized that before. It has a cut in the pistachio shell. I never noticed that little flaw before. That's interesting. I mean, it's not, it's a pistachio shell, so it's not really like a flaw. It just kind of is. They can have little things here and there. It's fine. But at first I was afraid that because I stepped on this one a little bit and I thought, oh no, I crushed it, but I didn't. It was the other one that had a thing. So, oh, this one says written message. Can't see it. Uh-oh. Can you see the written message? Can you see that that's what it says? I don't know. Probably not. It's probably backwards. Anyway, that's what it says though. Written message and E. Emma. Right. I said Emma Watson was in that scene. I don't know. Maybe someone's name is Emma. Maybe not though. Or maybe the movie Emma. You know, like the Jane Austen book. That might mean something to you. That's from a similar era, isn't it? I think it is. Those are both set in this. Are those both set in the 1800s? I think they are. So, I think they were both written by women, so maybe there is something about literature here, especially from that era, or stories set in that era might mean something, might be significant to the person people who will be watching this reading, like who this reading is for. I don't know. Are some of you writing? Maybe some of you are literally writing a story set in that time period or something. That could be. Because I mentioned another author too. T.S. Eliot is also an author. So, well, I mean, like, he's a writer. I guess he's mostly known for poetry and essays and plays, I think. But, you know. So, I don't know. Maybe some of you are writing a story. That's interesting. I keep seeing Elliot. That just keeps popping up a lot. Or Ellie or Elliot. Because I keep seeing E-L-I specifically, or E-L-L. E-L-I. And I don't know, Elliot or Ellie. Eli. Edie. Or your name could begin with, or Elizabeth also I saw, but, or your name could begin with an E, either your first or last name maybe. Or maybe someone's died, like grandma specifically is coming through, like grandma might be named. Could even be like a last name. Yeah, like the author, I think that was his last name. So maybe you have an ancestor with the name Elliot, either the first name or the last name Elliot, because this actually might be a family member coming through, or who was named Elizabeth, specifically like a grandmother or a great aunt or something, like a great, maybe like a great grandma, or I don't know, but there's something coming through about either someone's grandma. She doesn't need to be named that, but she might be. That's what's coming through though. There's more than one person coming through. Which makes sense because this is a collective reading. It is a group reading, but like, oh, this could get complicated. Okay. Okay, so is that it, or okay, what is this gonna be? Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can get some more clues from this. If the passed on loved ones charm comes out, then what? Because I actually have one in here that says that, so if that comes out, then we'll definitely know that. Okay, here's the letter V came out too, so that could mean Evie. V, E. I don't know, like these could be someone's initials maybe. V, E, E, V, or this could be like part of your name or something. Okay, we have air here, so someone might be an air sign. And not all of these details have to fit for you. As long as one of these details fits, this would be like a confirmation that that this would be your reading. Or maybe this, if this is a passed on loved one coming through, they might have been an air sign. That's possible. Okay, I just heard Raphael too. Is it Archangel Raphael, or is this... Could be Archangel Raphael, or someone's name could be Raphael. Spirituality. Okay, well, this is some sort of spiritual. Okay, interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, it didn't pop out, but I can see it here at the top. We have passed on loved one. So someone's passed on loved one is coming through. We have the number 4. We have phone call, and we have choice. Okay, so we also have Libra here, and looks like Capricorn. So, and we did have air sign here, so that's really strong for... Ow, 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 what the hell? Oh my god, that was so weird. It's like my back. It's like... It doesn't even really hurt that bad, but it's like really weird. I thought I was going to. It's like cramping. And it's like, it feels so weird. Oh, what the heck was that? Okay, that means something to someone. Okay, that was not my sensation. That's like not a normal sensation for me to have. So I don't know what I just picked up on, what I just felt, but that belongs to one of you watching. That means something. That was either something about the loved one coming through, or that's like a synchronicity or something. You know, the closest thing it reminded, it was so weird. I don't know what to even compare it to. Probably the closest thing I've experienced to that is when I had like a TENS unit, and it had one of those settings where like it would sort of like massage your muscles, but it felt really strange. It would like makes, you know, like different parts of your skin and your muscle jump, and it just felt weird. It kind of felt like that. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but I don't know why I can't find the words to describe this, but it kind of felt like a TENS unit. That's the closest thing, but not exactly, not really, or like, I don't know, maybe someone's using a TENS unit right now, though, because that's either that, or maybe you did have like a cramp in your back, like on the left side. I heard trapezius, so for some of you, maybe it was your trapezius has been bothering you. Or I don't know what that is. Or maybe your family member had like back problems, or I don't know what this would be, honestly. I'm not sure what they're trying to tell me with that, but that was weird. Okay, I know that means something. All right, so we've got Capricorn here. Child. And pause/consider. Oh, okay. Pause/consider child. Passed on loved one, number 4. Choice. Oh, I didn't show you the number 4. Hang on. Well, 4. Phone call is also balanced on the top here. And Aries was uncovered, and I feel like I'm supposed to take that. And passed on loved one is showing here. So your passed on loved one is somehow involved. There's somebody's passed on loved one is involved in this somehow. Okie dokie. But I am still confused about exactly what this is about. So we're definitely going to need cards for this one. I'm picking up some stuff, but I think I'm picking up too many things. And yeah, I'm going to need some more guidance. I'm going to need some help here. Okay. So because it's like too swirly here. There's too many. It's weird because usually this is a very small collective, so I don't usually have this many things or like this many messages, this many people coming through. So I don't know. These are all timeless, so maybe a lot of people will eventually find their way here, but this is an interesting thing. I usually it's easier when I do these. It's less busy than when I do my pick-a-cards, but okay. Oh boy, I am now getting a headache. There are a lot of physical symptoms in this group. That's another strange thing about this is I'm getting this like in my body. I'm feeling a lot of physical things, and I don't, you know what? I do notice I tend to get that more when I am doing more of like a mediumship thing or a passed on loved one, more so than when I'm just interacting with spirit guides. So yeah, I definitely think that that might be why this is happening. Okay, so there's definitely something to do with spirituality here, though. This is a spiritual matter of some sort is happening here. Your passed on loved one is involved. There's a written message of some sort. There's also a phone call here. Something about choice, child, pause, consider. And then the number 4, which is a number of like stability a lot of times. Family, home. I'm thinking of the 4 of Wands. And then Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and air signs are coming through in the letter V and E. Again, just like recapping what we've got here. And I feel like there's this tightness, this heaviness in my chest. I keep swallowing a lot. Now I'm starting to sweat. Okay, so there's something about someone's anxious about something here. There's definite anxiety. Wow. And you know what? I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of an opportunity for some Reiki here, some distance Reiki if you want to accept. I am a certified Reiki master practitioner, and I don't know if this will help you right now, and if you don't want to, you could just ignore it, and nothing will happen unless you wanted to, unless you consent. But if you would like to allow some of this to flow to you, it might help with if you are experiencing some anxiety or stress, whatever is going on right now, it might help. So if you're open and you would like to receive, you can do that. Just drawing some Reiki symbols here for you. Okay, here we go. All right, maybe this will help a little bit, or if you're seeking some clarity, maybe this will help you to receive that clarity that you're hoping for. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get this. It wouldn't be one of my readings if I were not dropping several things. Oh, yeah, I feel like someone's wondering what this is. This one, if you're curious, is this was a new one for me. I got for my birthday. Is a mango quartz. So it has a really cool like yellow thing going on. And anyway, I really like it a lot. It has a cool energy. Oh, that was probably loud. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, here we go. I haven't used this tarot deck in a while. This is a Lenormand or Lenormand deck. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it, but all right. Oh my God. This is so strong. I don't know what's going on. My eyes are watering. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on here, but I really feel for you. Oh, God. Okay. Hope maybe I can help a little bit here. I don't know. We'll do, I'm going to do a little bit of sound cleansing here, just real quick, just a little something here. Where did it go? Here we go. Okay. I didn't mean to do that, but that sounded kind of nice. Okay. Oh, okay. Hopefully this will help. Maybe this will help. Whoa. I'm going to take that as a good sign. I don't know. Feels like I actually feel better. I don't know if you're feeling any better, but I'm feeling a little better. I don't know why that keeps happening, but this is just what happens to me sometimes. It's the energy moving through something, or moving out. Something's, I don't know. This happens with the ASMR too. I get very like, some people just get tingles. Sometimes I get literal like chills and all kinds of things. But anyway. Oops, I forgot Duolingo. I got time. It's gonna be fine. Sometimes my body is extra. I don't know. It's like my nervous system is extra. That's funny. I feel like I just want to keep doing it. I don't know. It just makes me feel so much better. Maybe it's making someone here feel better. Okay, guys. Well. Sorry you're going through this, whatever this is, because I know it's stressful. Something's very stressful. I can definitely feel that. That is very clear. Or there's at least something, or maybe someone's nervous. It's maybe something exciting. I don't know. It doesn't really feel, if I had to guess, it's not feeling like, I mean, you'll know, but this is kind of intense. So it doesn't like really feel like happy excited. If I had to guess, it feels more like nervous. Okay, yeah, we got the cross here. This is definitely okay. Gotcha. Well, so much for the I was kind of hoping like maybe this would be like a fun light reading, but that's not what this, I mean, there's still parts of it too, but I do think something I think this is for someone going through something very stressful. So, all right, what do we got here? What's the message? What's going on? I think, your loved ones here for support. I think that's why they're showing up. Oh, well, this is a nice card, guys. Okay, we have the dog card here. So this is like a friendship card. The dog and the elephant are friends, and the dog is, loyalty and her trustworthy. So this might represent like a trustworthy person, a true friend, someone who's loyal and believes in you. And someone who, okay. Oh, and there's letter on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so guys, this looks like a letter, like a message. Okay, we had written message here. So you guys might literally get a letter Or it could be, any other type of written correspondence, email, DM, text, whatever it is, comment. But you're getting someone's going to write you something or has written you something. But it's a nice person. It is a good person here. So looks like someone you would probably want to talk to. Someone definitely who has good intentions towards you, wants to reach out to you or has, or something like that. This is a true friend. That's what I'm getting. This is someone, they have genuinely really good intentions. I heard they love you. Okay, so this could be like friend love, or this could be romantic. But whatever the case is, they have an open heart, like a true heart. They have pure-hearted intentions. They have an open heart towards you, and they're genuine. I heard they're honest. So this seems like a true friend, or like a true like someone who truly cares about you, someone who has really good intentions. In the story for this card, because each story, this is the fairy tale Lenormand deck, so each card has a fairy tale attached to it. And for this one, the dog and the elephant were best friends, and they were so close that when, for some reason, the dog got taken away from the elephant, and I don't know who made that decision or what that was about, but for whatever reason, the dog got taken away from the elephant, and the elephant was so depressed that it wouldn't eat. It wouldn't live, basically. It was, it lost the will to live, and it just refused to eat or drink, and it was going to pass away, basically. So the sultan, who loved the elephant so much, was like, you have to find that dog, or, bring the dog back, or whatever. I don't remember how the dog got taken away in the first place, or if it got lost or what happened, but they brought the dog back to the elephant, and the elephant was so overjoyed, and everything was fine again, and they lived happily ever after, basically. So they were back together, and they were happy, and all was well. So I'm getting that this is this is a true friend, or this is someone you can trust. This is someone who really has your best interests at heart. They really do. And maybe this is the passed on loved one that's coming through and saying, I have your back. But no, I don't think that's it, though, because we've got no, it's someone who has written you something, or is writing to you, has written to you. Maybe you're wondering, like, if you could. Okay, so that's happening, but then where does the child and the pause consider choice thing come in the phone call? Okay, well, maybe there are multiple messages here. This reading might end up having to be like, maybe it's several messages here. Maybe this isn't just one message. I might have to put in timestamps or something, because I'm not sure if this is all going to tie together. Excuse me. I guess if you were wondering if the person who wrote to you had good intentions, or who is about to write, that you're about to get a message from, was if you were wondering if they had good intentions, I think this would be a confirmation of that. At least someone does. So if you had a good feeling about someone, this would be like a confirmation for you. Okay, what's this message going to be about? Could we maybe get a little bit confirmation on that? What's the message that they're going to write about? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Where is this going? Okay, this is very interesting message. We've got the snake here, which, as you can see, is kind of the opposite of the dog energy. It's not a happy snake. Okay, this is I don't know what. Oh, it just started pouring rain. I don't know if you can hear that, but the heavens just opened. That's interesting. Mountain. Okay, yeah. Key. Okay, so there's some sort of. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have lilies. So I don't read with this deck very often, so I'm mostly reading this intuitively because I can't exactly remember all of the meanings of all of the cards. But I do know that usually the snake is an untrustworthy person. Usually the snake is someone you can't trust. It's, it's kind of like when you think of the saying, like, they're a snake, that's kind of what this represents. Not someone you want to be dealing with, not someone who does have good intentions. I'm kind of wondering, and lilies is purity. One of the meanings of lilies is like purity. You've got the happy little frogs sitting on the lily pad here, and sometimes they can refer to sexuality too. Sometimes there are messages about that. And we do have the snake here, which can also have some sexual connotations. So, and I think that is one of the meanings of the card, or there is something. But with the two there together. No, but I'm getting more like Okay, what is this? I need to read this intuitively. I think it's very possible. What I'm getting from this is in this story, I think this is a mongoose, and the mongoose fought off the cobra. And you know what? Let me get the booklet. I feel like I need the booklet for this. What I'm getting is somebody might be trying to warn you about something. That's what I'm getting. Like someone you can trust that is your friend or is trustworthy, is a good person, is going to tell you about somebody who's not trustworthy, basically a snake. Or they're going to or maybe they're going to try to fight off a snake for you or something. Like somebody who is your friend might try to defend you, kind of like the mongoose tried to fight off the snake. So it could be something where someone's like trying to stick up for you, someone's trying to stand up for you, help you out somehow. Or maybe they did do that. Like, for instance, if this was online or something, if they saw something, they might let you know. Like, if someone was being mean to you or talking about you or something and they saw that, they might let you know about it, or they might stand up for you and say, hey, that's not true. So-and-so never did that. Or like, like leave them alone, or like, this isn't true, this is false, or like if there's some sort of gossip or someone's spreading a rumor about you that's not true, or like, I don't know, or like if this is something where you're on social media, like someone saw a fake account. That happened to a reader that I followed just recently the other day. Like someone created a channel and used her work, and I'm not sure, but like maybe just as an example, maybe something like that. Someone created a fake account on some social media site and was pretending to be you, and somebody's going to let you know about it or something, just as an example. Or again, like they were Facebook friends with someone who was like saying something about you, and they saw that and they're like, hey, so and so is talking about you. Or they might even intervene on your behalf and be like, hey, that didn't happen. I don't know, but there's some sort of drama here. It feels like there's something going on for some of you. I feel like there's another message though too. Again, this is a more complicated, it's not like straightforward. Okay, specifically in this booklet, they say snake is cheating, betrayal, or manipulation. Okay, so if it's not them telling you about like someone something online or something that's untrustworthy. They might be telling you, okay, they could also be telling you maybe that man, I really hope this isn't true. I'm sorry guys, but I'm getting that someone might be telling you that someone cheated on you or um or betrayed you in some way, like did something behind your back, said something behind your back, or was doing something not good, or something very manipulative, or lying about something. Someone's coming forward, basically someone that you can trust, somebody that does have your best interest at heart, is going to let you know that something that was not right, was that someone did something that was bad to you, basically, or is doing something. Yeah, so someone's going to try to look out for you and tell you something. I'm sorry, because this might be difficult news to hear, but for some of you, it might like confirm your intuition, or it might be validating, because maybe you have been picking up on things, but maybe you were telling yourself like, maybe it's not true, or maybe I'm making a big deal out of nothing, or you didn't have proof or evidence of something, and then this person's going to come forward with that. Yeah, the booklet says Riki Tiki Tavi. I think I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's the name of the fairy tale. Comes from the modern day fairy tales of Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book. Oh, right, okay. A brave mongoose must protect his humans from the evil cobras that lurk in the garden. He manages to kill Nag, but must battle the female Nagini. Is this where this came from? Is this where the Harry Potter snake? Horcrux got her name? I guess so. Okay, she is the dark-haired woman that this card sometimes indicates. The snake shows up where you need to look out for betrayal and manipulative people close by. Yeah. Be wary when the snake appears, because someone is out to deceive you. Okay, also, yeah, someone could be lying to you, or has been lying to you. Someone has said something is not true, or like been manipulating you somehow. And like someone's going to let you know about that. Okay, and they have pure intentions, like they're telling you this because, not because they're also trying to manipulate or deceive, but they genuinely care about you, and they want to let you know that this is happening, that this person is deceiving you or manipulating you in some way, or has done something bad. Okay, snake slithers into your world to cause problems. Look to the cards nearby to determine who or what may be trying to trap you. Okay, carefully explore your spread to see which way the snake coils. It's coiling that way. And there is no card there on the other side. Well, there kind of is if you look at the bottom of the deck there. Basically, it's coiling away from the person that I felt was going to be helping you out. Okay, here's someone might be trying to trap you. Okay. Is this what I think it is? Because it seems so... Okay, so it could be any of the things that I just talked about, like any of the lies or deception or cheating or whatever it... Or someone did something underhanded behind your back, said something, whatever it was. It could be any of those things, okay? And someone's going to let you know about this soon if they haven't already. All right, so who's the untrustworthy person here? Could we get some clues? I think you're going to know, because it's going to come forward soon, though, about what this is. But honestly, guys, this is very strange. And I feel like, okay, we have book on the bottom of the deck, so it could be like a Facebook for some of this. Could be on Facebook, or again, Facebook could be involved, or some other sort of social media, or someone found something out. There was research involved. Someone looked into something and found out something. I don't usually, yeah. And now on the bottom of the deck is heart. So this does feel like a romantic relationship for a lot of you, that the person that has done something here, most likely it is. Okay, now we have fox on the bottom of the deck. So another trickster person, like another card of someone that you can't, another animal that is not saying anything against foxes, because they can be beautiful animals, but they can also represent, that trickster, untrustworthy energy. And that is kind of what's coming out with the snake too. So now in this deck, it can, there can be good meanings too, but with everything else here, it's not feeling that way, I mean, they're also clever and smart and all that good stuff too. Okay, we do have the tree here though, so it could be a family member, but also what I'm getting from this, okay, I think this is my, okay, for some of you, this kind of feels very dramatic, and so I feel like weird giving this message, because I don't really know how common this is. I like to tell myself, oh, this like never happens, this doesn't happen very much, but there was like a whole TV show basically based around this. So there's something to do with paternity here for someone, or there's something to do with a pregnancy, and there's something about the child. We've got child, pause, consider, and choice here, and there's some other things. Okay, there's something coming through about fertility, pregnancy, paternity. For some of you, and with the whole trapping message, and somebody is manipulating or not telling the truth, and we have the fox and something like sneaky and stuff like that coming out. Okay, for some of you, I don't know how the other person would know about this. I don't know how someone would have the information where they would know this, but maybe they knew. Okay, for some of you, I'm just going to come out and say it, okay? For some of you, this is someone who has tried to tell you that you're the father of their child. Or this, okay, for some of you, this is like happening to you. For others of you, it's like someone's going to tell you that someone this is so confusing. This is going to make sense. Like some of you, it might be someone is going to tell you something about someone that's going to help the person that if that makes sense. Like, let's say this is your brother or something. And let's say someone has told your brother that he's the father of their child, but he's not, and someone might be coming to you to tell you that they know that your brother isn't the father of that person's child, or that there's a very good chance that they're not, because they were cheating with someone else. So it actually could be someone else that's the father and not your brother, if that makes sense. But if this is you, it could be that you think someone told you that you were the father of their child, and you're going to find out through this person that it could have been someone else that is the father. I'm really sorry about that. This is I don't know, for some of you though, I can understand the stress I was feeling in the beginning now a little bit better, I think. For others, I'm getting that this person, for some of you, someone's faking a pregnancy, which I know sounds like really out there and messed up, but I have heard of people like this actually does happen. So thank God I've never known someone personally that did this, but I have heard pretty credible sources tell me that like they knew someone that this happened to. And I do know somebody who faked like a major illness, like, and got a bunch of money for it, and people gave them donations and all. So people do all kinds of stuff when there are all kinds of mental illnesses and things that people can have. So I don't know, and when people get desperate or there's money involved, sometimes, anyway, point is, sometimes this does happen, and that this is the message coming through. For some of you, they might be faking a pregnancy, like someone literally faked a pregnancy to get someone to stay with them or try to get like money or something, or they were hoping to like, they faked the pregnancy hoping that they could then get pregnant and then cover up the fact that they had faked it in the beginning when they said they were, when they weren't. Yeah, because I'm remembering an episode of Glee, which I haven't watched in a really long time, but one of the characters in that show faked a pregnancy and like told her husband she was pregnant so that he wouldn't leave her. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think that was the plot. I think that's what happened. And then I think she tried to bribe a girl who was pregnant, like a teenager, into giving her the baby and like trying to sneak it and just like pretend that she had the baby and like to try to cover up this whole big elaborate thing. And like, I doubt it would be something, God, I hope it's not that elaborate, or I don't know what's going on here, guys, but there's something about this. Or again, if it's not you, if this isn't your situation and it's like your partner that's lying about this or something, if it's not that, again, I'm getting it's like someone you know that this is happening to and someone's going to tell you about this, or I also heard a case. So I don't know like what that would mean. Someone's working on someone's case and like someone's about to come forward to help you with this case, or maybe it's something to do with child support or something, or maybe you're like a lawyer representing someone, or maybe this is even something to do with like a court or crime, or I don't know what this would be. I don't know. I'm a girl on the internet and I'm just reading the cards here. This is, again, just take everything with a grain of salt. Use your own discernment, make your own decisions, no guarantees with anything here, but this is what I'm getting, that someone, especially with something serious like this, obviously don't like, I mean, I don't think you would, like count on this and put all, anyway, but this is what I'm getting, okay, for what it's worth. If you are working on some sort of case for someone, like maybe someone is trying to come at someone's trying to get child support from someone, and like that person is saying, that they don't think they are the father of that person's child, and there could be like evidence coming in that shows. But I feel like, shouldn't you just be able to order a paternity test, though? Maybe it is one of those things. Maybe that is what this is. Maybe the paternity test results are coming back and you're going to see that your client wasn't the father of that person's child or something. So it's going to be like good news, or I don't know. It could also be like that someone is going to find out who the father of their child is, or maybe that's going to be coming back, like if the information about that's going to be coming in, but definitely someone's lying, someone's manipulating, something about that is happening here. It could also be that someone might be giving someone the news, whether this is someone giving you this information about a partner, or whether, again, it's like someone that you know. Someone's getting the information here that their partner has been trying to get pregnant, without telling them. That's another thing that I'm getting with the whole trap thing. It could be like, especially if this is someone who's with someone who has like money or something, maybe she's trying to get pregnant so that she can get the child support, or again, she's trying to trap him or something. So she's trying to get pregnant without saying she's trying to get pregnant. Or it could be the other way around, where the guy is trying to trap the woman by getting her pregnant. And like, for instance, if you were, or whoever this is using condoms, they could be poking holes in the condoms, like hoping that they will get them pregnant or something like that. You know, I know it's messed up, but people do that. I do know someone personally that happened to. So where he was trying to trap her by doing that, and they confessed that was what was happening. And so anyway, that can happen. It does happen. So it could be either way, but somebody might be trying to trap somebody to make them stay with them by getting pregnant. Whether again it's for money or just because they want to hold on to the person, they want to control them, whatever it is. You know, there's all kinds of messed up things that happen. But someone might be coming, like they might have been, they talked to someone. That's what I'm getting, is like they may have told someone what their plan was and what they were doing. Or, you know, if it's a woman trying to get pregnant, she might say she's taking the pill, but she's not, you know, something like that. Or say that she's on some other sort of contraceptive that she's not on, you know, that can, I don't know, I felt like someone wasn't sure how that would go, but that's, you know, that could easily happen. So, or she could be poking holes in condoms or whatever, if that's what's being used. But I mean, I think you guys get the idea of how this could happen, hopefully, by now. But basically, what? Okay, I'm sorry. They told me, okay, I'm getting a message that they want me to specifically say, because I feel like somebody's like, well, the contraceptive you're using is like the woman is the one taking the pill and maybe she's the one getting trapped. So it might be confusing, because it's like, well, how could he trap me if I'm the one taking the pill? Like, what would he do then to like try to get me pregnant if I'm the one taking the contraceptive? And I was getting something about like, make sure I don't know if they would have, like, just maybe be careful that they don't have access to like your pills or something, because they might try to like replace them with like like something that's not your actual birth control pill. I feel like that would be highly complicated, or that would be like a lot would go into that, I would think. But I don't know, guys. I don't know for sure. I don't know what all is going in that, but that was something coming through. So just be careful, or there's something like that going on that is really tricky or something. I don't know, guys, but that was something coming through. So just make of that what you will. I don't know if that would be possible or not, but anyway, some information like this is going to come out because someone talked about it. Like someone's told somebody what their plan was, or like what they were trying to do, or yeah. And so this person that knows about it, someone who does care about you, someone who's like, this is messed up, heard about it, and they're coming forward to tell you about it. Or again, the person that you know, if this isn't you, if this is someone else, maybe the person is coming to them. But most likely the person who does know something about this is going to probably come to you about it, even if it's about someone else, because you're the one watching the reading, so it must involve you somehow. Or maybe it's just like that you're going to be able to tell the person that this person came forward to that probably is legit, and the person probably is being truthful about the whole thing, something like that. I hope the way I'm saying that makes sense. Okay. Or there's also another message here. If someone is trying to like convince you to have a child with them, like if someone is trying to convince you that it's a great idea to like start your family now, or like they're kind of trying to rush things or like try to get you to agree. Because we have pause, consider, and choice here. So it could be that like they are just going to ask you if you want to have a child or something like that. And I'm getting that it might be a good idea to pause because they might not be trustworthy, or they might be trying to manipulate you, or it's like they're trying to keep you or cover something else up or whatever it is. But it seems like it might not be a good choice to do that, at least not at this time with this person, because there might be something else that needs to be revealed, or it might be, not a great time to do this, at least, or it's not a great person to do this with. There's just something about like, definitely give this some more consideration, because something is not, guys. Okay, what does this remind you of? Okay, like maybe it's just me, but I'm just thinking that this kind of reminds me of, we're getting another type of fertility message here. Okay, there's something about, or like if someone said they had a vasectomy or something, I'm just getting no, they didn't, or because, or something happened where it didn't work or something. But this is manipulative. This feels intentional. So I don't think this would be like an accidental, oops, it didn't work and now you're pregnant thing. This feels intentional. Also, this can mean money. So this can represent money. So, and then, yeah, we have the house card here. I'm just getting, something swimming towards the egg here. Someone's getting, this is pregnancy related. There's just no way this isn't. And we have mice here. Yeah, exactly. Something underhanded, something shady is happening here. Something that is, oh, they're poking holes in something. They literally ate holes into the bag here. And all the seed came out. Okay, guys. And all the seed came out. I'm telling you, like, this is the mess. Okay, somebody did that. And we have the gentleman under here. So again, this could be you. It's really hard to say whether it's the gentleman that did this, the man did this intentionally, or if it's like this is being done to the man. It's, we don't know. But, and a stork right. Oh my God, guys, it's so clear here. There's no freaking way this is anything else. This is so about this. And then we have the whip, which is abuse sometimes, and it's, control and domination and power and harm, like, oh my God, I'm so angry right now. Not really. I'm mad for you guys. Like, whoever this is doing this is just, you're a crossroads here. Okay, I do feel like it's like somebody, yeah, probably did want to trap some. Yeah, okay, this is definitely love, someone like a romantic situation that, and cross, pain, suffering, badness. Okay, I'm getting maybe this was someone who like wanted to prevent someone from leaving. And then Fox again, okay, is popping out. And Scythe, okay, oh, okay, yeah, so maybe someone felt like someone was pulling away, or someone was going to leave them, kind of like in that Glee episode where she felt like her husband was going to leave her, so she faked the pregnancy to pull him back in, or something like that. Because the Scythe is like separation. It's also like, I think that is also a betrayal card, or like a harm card, or cutting ties. Again, it's been a while since I've used this, so I should probably practice with this more. Yeah, cutting, swift repercussions, accidents, danger, removal. Again, danger. Okay. Yeah, there is definitely something is, yeah, and someone might try to, like, if they do get pregnant, they might just try to play it off like, "Oh, I know we've been careful. I don't know how it happened," or like, "Oh, yes, this was an accident," or try to pretend, but actually they made it happen. Like, this is not good. I really hope I really hope this hasn't happened yet. I hope this is like something that's like where like they're trying, but it hasn't actually happened yet. I'm really hoping that that's the case. If someone is trying to. In my case, in the case where the person that I knew where this happened, where like the person was poking the holes in the condom, they did not get pregnant. They got really lucky and it didn't happen. They found out before. So I'm kind of hoping like maybe that will happen in this case too, or something like that. Or like if this is a man who said he had a vasectomy, he might try to be like, "Oh my gosh, it didn't work. Like, there was an accident and, like, or the tubes grew back together," because that happens sometimes. It's very rare, but it does happen, especially like if it has just recently been done, if the procedure has been recently done. I think it's called recanalization or something like that, but it's where the two, where the the tube that was snipped, um, the two parts like grow back together again and, fix itself basically. So, and that can happen again. It's rare. It doesn't happen a lot, but it can. That's why people need to get tested to make sure that it worked and that there are no swimmers left in there, but they might try to do that or something. If this is a man who, if it's that scenario, they might even try to be like, "No, I had it done," but they actually didn't. Like, I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to get access to someone's medical records, but there would probably be other clues. Like, you might not be able to. I'm just getting, I don't know, but that could be a scenario for someone. Also, just a PSA in case somebody didn't know, they need to get tested, or you need to get tested. Like, you would know that though. If you were the one having the procedure, you would know like that they would tell you that, I would think. I don't think this would be like a medical professional that would have done this procedure wrong on purpose. I don't think that would probably be I don't think that would be the message. That's really weird. That would be really unusual, I would think. That seems really unlikely. Just in case, though, I'm going to throw it out there for somebody here. This seems really wild. But if you had like a bad feeling about a doctor or something that you went to for a procedure, again, I'm not a medical professional here, guys, and there are no guarantees. This is a general reading, so just take this for what it's worth. Just something for you to consider. If you had a bad feeling about a medical professional that was supposed to do a procedure like a vasectomy or something, or a tubal ligation, I heard, and you felt like they did not do it correctly, or you felt like you couldn't trust them, or that they weren't going to do the procedure correctly, or for whatever reason they were going to like pretend like they did it, but actually they didn't want to do it. I don't know. There are a lot of crazy things right now. People have different political allegiances, and it is wild out there right now. So I don't know for sure, but if you felt like someone wasn't going to do the procedure correctly or something like that, or you felt like it didn't work, definitely get a second opinion. I'm getting like you might really want to make sure you go get tested or have someone check it out for you to make sure it was done correctly. If you've already gotten it done and felt like, "I'm not sure if this worked," or "I'm not sure if I can trust the person that told me that it worked," and I don't know, you just might want to get tested again is what I'm getting. Or if you were wondering, because maybe someone like purposely didn't do the procedure correctly or something, or again, that's really unnerving, but to think about. But again, like, doctors are humans too, and sometimes stuff happens, and I don't know. But you just might want, just, if you're feeling weird about it, I would listen to your intuition. Basically, this is just saying, if you feel weird about it, listen to your intuition and go ahead and get it checked out by another person. Don't just blindly trust this person because they're a doctor. Get another doctor's uh, help maybe with this, or like get it checked out, because maybe something has happened here. I don't know, like someone, just something to consider. Okay. Um, yeah, because again, we had like choice, child, pause, consider. Okay, so yeah, okay, so there is something there where like maybe somebody, it's like if you did want to get some procedure like that's for, yeah, maybe someone didn't do it right on purpose. There is something about that coming through. So okay, just something, yeah, to consider. Okay, we have crossroads here. So again, like a choice card. So like someone was making a choice here and someone wanted them to choose them, or yeah, stay with them, something like that, instead of leaving. That's a possibility. Or again, if this is like the choice to procreate or not, like maybe if this was like a medical professional, they didn't want to, I don't know, like maybe they are doing these procedures and doing them wrong on purpose because they don't want people to be able to, again, people are messed up. Okay, right, there are some really messed up people right now, so someone could be doing that. I don't know, I haven't heard about that, but nothing would shock me at this point, honestly. Like literally nothing, I don't think, on the face of this planet would shock me at this point after some of the stuff we've seen recently. So I'm just saying, just trust your intuition, okay? And like get a second opinion, try, check it out with somebody else or something like that. Um Again, just don't take it on blind faith, or don't just trust this person because they have a medical license, because ask another person with a or maybe even two people or something. But just make sure you get a second opinion here, or try another one if this is your situation. Okay, is that it? I don't know, because all right, what else? Yeah, we have tree on the bottom of the deck, again, a family card. And health also, health as well. Excuse me. Okay, the same cards are coming out. So if you didn't believe me because they didn't actually fly out of the deck and I was just splitting the deck and stuff, now it has literally popped out. So here we go, mice. Okay. Breaking into something, breaking out of something. Spilling all over the place. Okay. Another scenario. Again, this is like can, and store on the bottom. Guys, come on. This is so clear what is going on here. Yeah, I'm just getting, yeah, I'm also getting a scenario where somebody might, just to like be cautious and be careful about it, like if you are using condoms with someone, even if you feel like they haven't poked a hole in it, and you can, maybe they're your condoms, so you feel like you can trust it, and they haven't had access to it or whatever. And especially if this is, yeah, I'm just getting, if you know that, it could be a situation where, if this is a man that you're with, um, like if you're a woman with a man, he might, I'm just getting something about like the condom breaking, or like, but no, like I'm getting something where, no, that's not what I'm getting. Because again, if it's like yours, he wouldn't be able to like tamper with it to make it weaker so that it would break. But there's something about like the condom breaking, or, but it's not an accident, or like, or it like comes off or something, or like, but they might, I'm not sure how they would be able to make this happen. But I really don't want to get too I don't really want to see this. I don't want the graphic. I don't need that in my head right now. But like, I just haven't really given this a whole lot of thought. But somehow they might somehow be able to get like the condom came off, or like, and try to say it was like an accident or something happened, but like they did it on purpose. But they're going to try to act like it was somehow an accident, but it wasn't. Or it's something like that. Okay, that's, so just be careful if you are using that as your only form of birth control. First of all, you want to be extra careful with that anyway, if that's your only form of birth control that you're using. If you're not using any other sort of like fertility based, for fertility awareness based practices along with the condoms, if you're, or like the pill, or any other sort of birth control along with the condoms. You're just using condoms, they can be risky for many reasons, and they're usually, I think the study was like 85% effective when used perfectly. So that means in a study of 100 people within a year, 15 of those women became pregnant using condoms as their only birth control method. So, I mean, that means 85 still didn't get pregnant, but it's not like foolproof, I mean, I think most people know that, but in case you did not know that, it's good to be using more than just that if you can be, like not having, like not engaging in these activities. If you are in your fertile window or something, like do that in addition to using condoms the rest of the time or something like that. And if you don't know how to track your ovulation, I would highly recommend looking that up now and figuring that out, because that can just be helpful for so many things. I mean, again, I wouldn't rely on it as like your only birth control or something unless you absolutely have to and don't have another option, because but honestly, that actually has a better success rate than a lot of them when tracked perfectly. But again, the key there is perfectly, and most people aren't perfect with it, and it can take a while to learn how to track your own cycles and what symptoms you have and stuff like that. But I recommend learning that about your body anyway, because not only can it help you if you're trying to avoid pregnancy, but also it can help you later in life if you want to get pregnant. It can also help you just track everything, like track your moods, know like how you're gonna feel based on where you're at in your cycle. It can help you like track your energy levels, or like predict your energy levels, or what exercise, plan your exercise routines, and even things like that, because at different times in your cycle you're going to feel differently and build muscle different. Anyway, it can be helpful for so many things. And And also it can help you with like notice any sorts of health changes as well, because that's very sensitive. Those cycles are very sensitive to all kinds of stressors. So if there is ever something going on with you, a lot of times that will be affected first, or you'll notice changes to that cycle. So if you're used to paying attention, you'll notice if something goes wrong, and you can catch things quicker, or get some help figuring out what's going on if there is something off, or like you'll know, hey, I'm way too stressed right now because my cycles aren't right, or something's different than usual in my body, so I should get that checked out, or I really need to manage my stress better, something like that. Anyway, it's great knowledge to have for so many reasons. If you want to be extra careful, because again, yeah, it's not foolproof, and most people don't use it with perfect use either. When they're using condoms, most people are not using them perfectly. So that's like in the study, they were supposed to be using them like perfectly and be trained like this is how you use them, and they, still 15 got pregnant. Okay, so like just keep that in mind. Okay, they still work for a lot of people, and they help, but again, just be aware. I did not plan to give to stop what I thought this was gonna be when I sat down today. Okay. I'm sorry, none of this is funny. It was just something else that popped up. I'm just gonna cut it out. Okay. Anyway, yeah, and we have the tower. Yeah, we have the tower card there. And this is Rapunzel too. She's trying to break out of the tower that she's trapped in. I'm just saying, there's again with the like something escaping or something getting out that isn't supposed to, or that you thought was contained, or anyway. Oh, there's also a house and an anchor here. Okay, so this is reminding me again the same thing, but that I'm also getting something about, I probably don't need all these details, but this is like reminding me of it, like an IUD, or yeah, like a device that's implanted into the uterus to prevent pregnancy. Like maybe someone might say that they have the, and there was something about escaping, or like something that's not in the right place, or you thought it was placed, and I mentioned something about a procedure and you thought it worked, but like maybe it didn't work, or somebody did it on purpose or something. Okay, so if you're like a woman, this might not just be like a sterilization procedure, or this might not be like a vasectomy or something. If you're a man, this could be like if someone got an IUD placed, when they were inserting it, like maybe it didn't get, maybe you thought it was inserted or that they put it there, but maybe they didn't actually put it there. Like maybe they didn't actually, like they didn't actually put the implant in. They may have pretended like they did and like dilated and everything and acted like they put it in, but they didn't. I don't know exactly how that procedure goes because I haven't witnessed it, and also I haven't had one, or I don't know anyone personally. Or no, I did, but we didn't talk about like the actual, so I don't know that much about the details of the procedure, but like when they placed it, they may have not actually placed it, or maybe they placed it wrong or something, like it didn't get it in the right place, or maybe it migrated, or it went somewhere like in where it's not supposed to go. I know that can happen sometimes. I think that's rare, but it can like come out of your body or go somewhere within your body where it's not supposed to be. So like, again, I think that's rare, but like I have heard of that happening. But I think you would probably know that because it would, if it like punctured something and went through, like you would probably have symptoms of that. So you would probably know that if it like migrated or moved or like something like that happened. But it could be something where like it, again, it didn't get placed or it didn't. So again, just make sure you get checked to make sure it is there or something like that. That might be the advice. Um or again, yeah, maybe someone said they had one of these but they don't. um or they had it taken out or something. Or I'm also getting too, if it's like what that implant in the arm thing, like the stick that you can get. I knew someone who had that. It could be the same sort of deal because I think they have like they kind of like inject it in, or they have like a thing that like injects it in, and sometimes they don't get it in the right place. That does happen. Sometimes you're supposed to feel in and be able to feel it in the arm, and it's supposed to be in the right place, I think. Um so it's important to do that. Or like, I'm getting like maybe someone said they placed it, but they didn't actually place it. Like it didn't, either it didn't go in like it was supposed to, or they did it on purpose or something. But it could have been like an accident or something, or but maybe it wasn't, because we do have the manipulation here, or it was, something was underhanded or something like that. So anyway, just again, the advice is the same as before. Just make sure you get a second opinion or ask somebody else for help with this. Ask for a medical professional's, another one, like a different one's advice on this, or like more than one, something like that, just to make sure everything is good. If you did have a procedure or something like this, just make sure everything is good with that. And yeah, just, I guess, be aware of these things. Or like maybe if, I don't know if the stick can like come out of, if it's not in the right place, it might not be as effective, or it might, I'm not sure if it would be less effective or if it would just maybe possibly cause some issues. So you just might want to make sure it's placed correctly, because someone I knew, they didn't get it placed correctly. Someone placed it wrong, and I think they had a lot of discomfort or something. So I'm just, and then someone removed it and put in a different one and did it right, and then they didn't have as many issues. I can't remember if they had other symptoms though. I can't remember now. But anyway, again, you might want to, same advice, just get it checked out if you're concerned. Again, it's your body, it's your, do what feels right to you. But if you're concerned, definitely this is a confirmation that you should definitely not ignore that, and, get some help with that if you can. Okay, this is the bear card, but I'm noticing how there are two girls on this card and one masculine figure, the bear. So I'm feeling like it does feel for a lot of you like with the choice, the crossroads here, and then there's two girls on the card. It just feels like maybe this person, whoever this is trying to trap the other person, thought the other person had a choice, and we're thinking of leaving them for someone else, or we're thinking of like, excuse me, or if they weren't even like exclusively dating yet, there were like other choices, there were other people that they were seeing, and they wanted them to choose them and like trap them. So it just feels like they were trying to prevent them from being with someone else, or like choosing someone else, or leaving them for someone else, or just, leaving in general. Yeah, because we had the ship on the bottom of the deck, which is like a journey, like leaving. something or going towards something. So, yeah, I think that's what the motivation behind this was. If it was a situation where someone's trying to trap like a romantic partner with a pregnancy. Yeah. Again, cloud something. Okay, yeah, this is like just confirming what I've said. It's something hidden. It's something that you couldn't see before. It was clouded, it was shrouded and unclear, not seen what was happening here. And and it's something that would cause pain, suffering, stress, and distress. A, a loss of safety, a loss of security, a loss of okay. There's another message coming through too with the laws and the shrouded, something shrouded, and then underneath that is coffin, and underneath that is bouquet. Okay, so I heard sympathy for a loss. Okay, so this is going to be a very sensitive message, so I'm probably going to have to put some sort of trigger warning on this. But if you know of someone, or if this is your partner or something, I'm just getting a story where somebody might have tried to, like, if they faked a pregnancy, they might also like fake fake the loss of a pregnancy, like saying that they lost the child, they lost the baby, that they had a miscarriage, when they were never actually pregnant to begin with. And they might, I'm getting like for some of you, instead of like trying to just trap someone, they might have done this for the sympathy. Oh, okay. I'm getting to like, instead of just saying that they were pregnant and trying to trap someone with that and keep them with them for that, they might have actually faked the pregnancy and then faked losing the pregnancy so that they could keep their partner that way, kind of like trap them by making them feel um, like they're grieving or going through this really difficult time, like to get the sympathy and the, or they were trying to like play with their emotions and make them, man, this is like, I get why I had a headache in the beginning too, because this is like messing with my, oh, there's so much complication here. Or if this wasn't about trapping a partner, or not just about that, it could be that like someone faked a pregnancy and then faked the loss of the pregnancy to get sympathy from other people. Like that's the main reason they did it. Kind of like the person that I was thinking of that faked like a really major illness, like a life-threatening illness, to get people to give money and things like that. I mean, probably people wouldn't give money to them, but maybe they just, again, they have something, they have some sort of disorder or something mentally, and they did this for the attention, they did this for, for the sympathy or something. That's possible. And you might be finding out about this, that the whole thing was faked, like maybe someone knew that they faked it, or yeah, and you're going to be finding that out. That's going to be coming to light. Or it could be like, I don't know if this was like a partner who said, man, I am getting like, but that could also be like how they were trying to get out of the lie that they told, is by saying I lost them, and then you would feel like really bad for them. And then they were hoping that maybe you would feel so bad that, and think, and that you would actually want to try to get pregnant for real, and then they could get pregnant for real. Maybe they were hoping that you would then want to like try to actually have a child, and then they would like have what they want or something. That's something what I this is so messed. This is like there's so much. This is messed up. Okay, well, and okay, there's one more message too that's also really upsetting, but I hope this isn't, I don't know if this is someone's story too. And again, this is incredibly sensitive topic. But if I'm getting like, for someone here, someone may have said that they were pregnant to a masculine, said that they were pregnant, but that they were going to terminate the pregnancy, or that they did go and terminate the pregnancy. And maybe they were hoping that this would cause the masculine pain, because maybe they thought you would want the child or something. I'm getting a really heavy, like there's some, but I'm getting they were never pregnant is what I'm getting, that the whole thing was a lie just to hurt the other person. It's like they said they were pregnant, and then I'm getting really messed, like, oh my God. I don't know who the heck you would have to be dealing with in order for someone to do this on purpose, like just to literally just hurt you. But I'm getting like that somebody, I don't even like telling that. I don't know if I'm going to keep this in, but I feel like this is someone's message, so I will relay this. Just disregard it if it's not your story, and I hope it's not anybody's story here, but I'm getting a scenario, and this is just an unusual thing. So this, again, I'm picking up on someone who's like, this feels like sociopathic, this feels like really bad. But I feel like somebody told someone they were pregnant on purpose, and it was a lie. But the masculine thought they were pregnant, and then they made it seem like they were going to keep the baby. Like they made it seem like they were going to raise the child together and everything was going fine. And then they turned around and said one day, I went and terminated the pregnancy without telling you about it. And that they like literally just to hurt the other person, like for no reason other than literally they just wanted to like cause them pain. And then they said they did it like as revenge for something, that they did it because they did something to them or something, even though the masculine like didn't do anything. That's what I'm getting. Like they concocted this entire thing to like get back at him when he didn't actually even do anything. This feels really messed up, like really, really messed up. Like this person, I don't know what the hell is wrong with this. This literally feels like just a psychopath or something. I don't know what this is, but it's like, it would be like something where somebody kept forgetting to do the dishes or something, and she got like more and more resentful that like he wasn't doing the dishes. And instead of like, why am I getting this specific thing? This is so, and like instead of just trying to work it out or be like, this is a deal breaker, I can't deal with this anymore, if it was that big of a deal, instead she concocted this entire plan to like fake a pregnancy and then get him attached to the baby and then say that she terminated the pregnancy in order to just like devastate him, and then say that it was like revenge for all the times he didn't do the dishes. Like, well, you should have, you were constantly like that's how she reasoned it out or something like that. Crazy. Like that. I don't even know what this is. What the hell is this? What the hell am I reading for? It really disturbs me thinking that, I mean, I know people are evil sometimes, but like this is whatever this is just feels, but the thing, I think the reason this message is coming through is whoever this is for, if this is for anyone, and I pray to God that it isn't, because I'm just seeing like the look on someone's face, like when it wasn't true though. That's what I'm getting. Like whoever this is meant for, they weren't pregnant. Like they lied. And maybe they didn't, maybe this person didn't say that it was all a lie, but you might be finding out it was all a lie, or like she wasn't pregnant to begin with. She wasn't actually pregnant. So there was no termination of the pregnancy. Like she wasn't pregnant. It was like a lie. So I don't know how much more comforting that might be, but it might be something. And it's like she got him attached to the baby on purpose. Like thought everything was going well, and like he was excited about it, and then she like flipped and like just went and did that, and or said, you know, again, it's a lie, but said that she did that just like at the drop of a hat, like with no warning, nothing, on purpose. Just that was her intention. This is not a situation where like someone decided they can't carry the baby, or it was like a mutual decision, or like where she's like, I never wanted to carry a baby. It's again, it's not something where like somebody genuinely like had to terminate a pregnancy or felt like they needed to because of, you know, all the circumstances that can come up, the reason someone can't have a child, or, you know, this isn't, it isn't a story about that. So I'm not trying to like shame anyone about that. This is not like a normal, this is such a can of worms. But what I'm picking up on here is a specific scenario where like literally the person concocted this entire thing just to hurt someone. Again, they tried on purpose to like make them attached just so they could rip it away, is what I'm getting. And again, like the whole thing was a fake, is what I'm getting. I mean, I don't know, for some of you, maybe a message is coming through though for this one that it was a lie. So, or that's what you're going to be finding out from someone. Maybe you're going to be getting proof of that. Someone might be coming forward saying they faked the whole thing. They lied about the whole thing. They were never pregnant or something, or someone's coming forward to tell you something like that. So you'll have evidence. You will have like proof of something here. Because again, it just feels like it was a fake, or someone was trying to trap someone. For some of you, it is someone trying to trap you by getting pregnant. Again, I already went over all of that. Or wow. Well, this has been, oh my God, I can't believe this is so long. I am so sorry, guys. You know what? One of these days, I keep saying this is going to be the one. I'm like, this is going to be an uplifting reading. I'm just thinking of my collective that I usually read for. And you guys, it's usually more uplifting readings that do better. So again, I'm going to have to do something like I did last time where like, hopefully I'll have like a lighter reading after this. I don't know who this is for, but I know my guides wouldn't have brought me this for nothing. So this belongs to someone either right now or in the future, but I'm going to put it out right now because just in case this seems like a very potentially time sensitive thing. So, but I feel like the message though is that someone's going to be coming through telling you about this. So I guess me telling you about this before person tells you about this shouldn't seem to be that important unless I am the dog that is trying to, oh, that's weird. I didn't even think about that. Oh God, I hope not. I hope there is somebody else. I think there's somebody else though that's going to back this up. This is coming to tell you about this. I don't think this is just me. I hope not. I don't think so. I think there is another person. Like, I don't think this is just talking about me and telling you this in the reading. I think there will be a person that's coming forward to tell you about this and like give you like solid evidence that this is happening. Hopefully that is what's going to, but, or somehow you are going to get evidence that this is happening. It will be confirmed for you. like it will come to light. Like you will have like hard evidence. It will be revealed to you if this is what's going on. If you pay attention, it will be revealed. Or again, someone is coming forward to tell you about this, but somehow there will be additional things that help confirm this for you. You don't just have to trust this reading. Don't just trust me here. You know, there will be extra things that will confirm this, that will, you know, prove this, if this is what's going on. Again, someone will come forward, or you will find this evidence somehow if you look for it or something. God, guys, it hopped out. Okay, I feel like, in case, it's funny, the same cards are hopping out that I saw when I was reading, so I feel like they're just now making them hop out. So in case you didn't believe me or something about it, I don't know, maybe you did, but in case you didn't, it hopped out. Okay, it was meant to hop out. The same ones just keep coming out. And key is on the bottom of the deck. Like the key, yeah, it's like the key might be the key to this, unlocking this mystery, or the key piece of information or something like that is going to, I don't know, but something's coming out here. Something's coming to light. But clover is popping out, so I'm getting that this is going. Okay, so I think, yeah, and letters here too. So I think that whatever this is going to bring a sense of peace, or like relief, or again, safety. It's going to, so I am getting, I think it's like with the clover, I am getting like you're going to be, that this is going to help protect you, or hopefully you will be safe in this situation. I'm glad to see that the clover was peeking out, because I think that means that this information is going to come to light quick enough, or again, something about this being revealed is going to help keep you safe in some way. If it's like a paternity thing, again, like you're going to be, it's going to be found out that, that, you know, you're not the father, or whoever the father was being, whoever was saying that someone was the father, it's like they're going to be found to not be, you know, and they're going to be off the hook, or it's like it's going to be, I don't know, but I'm getting like that there's safety in this situation, because that's usually what clover, it's usually what the clover stands for. It's the story of Thumbelina, and she was like kept safe in this little clover patch here. So again, I'm getting like protection, safety, like it's going to be okay. For 2. Or at least there will be like some sort of peace. Oh, that's interesting. Clover in this deck means luck. Okay, so again, like luck is on your side here, or something, you know, creativity and serendipity. So but I still feel like it's about like avoiding something bad that could have happened, because in this it says, in the story of Thumbelina, the heroine had to avoid unwanted suitors. One of them was a very nasty mole. Luckily for Thumbelina, she was kind to an injured swallow. Oh my gosh, it's a friend. Okay, again, it was a friend that helped her out here when she was trying to escape, just like the dog card. Like it says, Thumbelina was kind to an injured sparrow who returned to save her from the pursuing rodent. So it's, again, it feels like someone, probably there will be a person that comes forward to help you with this, that you were kind to, or, you know, who likes you, that doesn't want to see this happen to you, you know. The bird left her in a forest where she could hide. Inspired by the beautiful clover, she made a bower for herself. Here in the clover card, our sweet little Thumbelina is asleep. Perhaps her dreams are showing her how to spark her own fortunes even more. Thumbelina will be rewarded for creating her own luck, and so will you. Know that serendipity is smiling on you every time clover turns up. where you see this card, look for the opportunity cards nearby. That's where you will be blessed with fortune. Negative cards nearby can indicate that growth is not going to happen the way you might have hoped for. When the clover appears near ill-fated cards, it may mean that you are hiding from your own good luck. Be like Thumbelina and utilize this card of opportunity to make things go your way. Okay, but what I'm really getting though, yeah, okay. So and it does feel like maybe it is sort of a serendipitous way that this comes about. Like someone just happened to overhear this, like they were in the right place at the right time. The universe kind of aligned it, and it was maybe kind of a crazy, unlikely thing that this person would actually find out about this so that they could tell you about it. Like maybe it will be really surprising that this person was able to find out or just happened to stumble across this information or happened to overhear this thing, like I heard in a bathroom. So it could be something like that where it's serendipitous, where it's like, what are the chances that I would be in a bathroom at a store that I didn't even know I was going to run into this person at, and they happened to be in the bathroom with me at the same time I was in there, and they didn't know I was in there, and I overheard their conversation on a phone or something, like in a different stall. It's something like that. Or like I heard them talking to a coworker, I heard them talking to a person that they were with in the bathroom, and I was in a stall and they didn't know I was in there, and they didn't even know I was in that building. Like, what are the chances that I would run into this person and then hear this conversation? It feels like something like that, where it would be very kind of unlikely that this person would even get to be privy to this information or something, and then they're going to bring it to you. That's very possible. It's possible it could be something like that, where it's like a spirit guide or the universe arranged this just so that this could, align or come together. So it doesn't have to be that specific situation. It could just be something where like they do know the person, or like they were talking to someone that they knew or something. But I am getting that it's more likely that this is like kind of crazy and unusual the way this unfolded, so that this person who brings you this information actually found out about it so that they could share it with you. And I'm getting that's because it was divinely guided to help protect you or something like that. So anyway, that is what I've got for you guys. We are going to do some confirmations now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause this and then I'm going to come back in a minute. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Okay. All right, confirmation time. We're gonna get some charms here, and excuse me. I'm gonna see if there's any. Well, gosh, I can't stop with the hiccups and the burping. I'm just like, this has been a very stressful reading to do. Okay, I'm gonna just see if there's any additional advice from like this passed on loved one that came through. I just want to say too, you definitely have spirit guides looking out for you. You definitely do have, loved ones around you. Not just, I feel like maybe it's one of your passed on loved ones, like your grandma or aunt or whoever this is, or whoever this passed on loved one is, that you have a very, like, there's at least one that is very protective over you, that like you're very close to, or they're at least very close to you. I don't know if this is someone you would have met, but it's like they really, really watch over you, and they really have your back. I feel like it might be them that helps guide this person to you, to tell you about this, because it does feel like we have the spirituality pistachio come out first, or pretty early on. So I feel like there is something divinely, they're trying to divinely protect you. You do have a guide like that's trying to guide this to happen so that you can be protected from this, or again, it's like they're trying to guide this person or guide you to this evidence or something to help you with all this. How? And, probably guided you to this reading. Okay, I'm not sure if this is right, so I'm going to shuffle again because I was distracted. It'll come out again if it's meant to. If this is the card, it'll come back. That's how it always happens. It always comes out again if it's meant to. All right. Okay. All right. So this says the Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. And with it was the Rose of Venus, alignment, flow, right relationship, harmony. So what I'm getting from this is you will end up in the right relation. You will end up in a good relationship. You will align with the right person for you, and you will come into the right relationship. You will have like a good partnership. I think they're just trying to encourage you to, yeah, and underneath that was inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. It's the child within card, which I think is really interesting. It's like they want to encourage you to, yeah, they just really, that's coming out so much, like be gentle with yourself, be gentle with yourself. That's coming through here. And try, I mean, having something like this happen to you, I feel, it just feels wrong to just tell you, oh, just forgive this person, because I'm just like, having someone do this is a huge betrayal, you know? But your guides are really encouraging you to try to, at least as much as you can, try, or at least try to let this go and move past this, or not like move past this and stay with the person, but like try to at least release yourself from that resentment that you've, in anger that you feel towards that person. It's not about excusing this or saying that it's okay what this person did, but if you're able to forgive, that will help free you and help release you from that burden and from that poison of having that anger and that resentment like trapped inside of you, you know? At least speaking from experience, having to forgive something that someone's did to me that was incredibly hard to forgive. It felt impossible at one point to do it, and I was so angry for so many years, and you know, it just hurt me in the end. You know, I tried, you know, and I know sometimes it's easier said than done. You can try to forgive, and sometimes you feel like you just can't, but I'm getting that for you guys, your guys are saying you can. And if you can, it would be good for you to forgive this person. I feel like you're going to be able to, because I think what I'm picking up from you guys is that you're amazing. I really feel like you guys are really great people, and I think that I think you have a beautiful future ahead of you, and you have a great life ahead of you, and you do have a wonderful, beautiful relationship with a truly good person in your future for you. And if the quicker you're able to forgive and move past, you know, move on from this and release this, the quicker you're going to be able to align with truly good people, you know, that you will be able to align with the right relationship and just align with other great things in your life too, and just be enjoying your life, you know? I'm just getting that, yeah. And if this is something where like, okay, because I'm getting for some of you, you might feel like foolish. I'm hearing foolish, or like frustrated with yourself, or like, how did I not see this coming? Or because sometimes that can happen when we get betrayed. We feel like, how could I? Sometimes we turn on ourselves a little bit, or we're harsh with ourselves and be like, how could I be so stupid? Or like, how was I so blind? How did I not see this coming? Like, how did I not know this person was like this? Or like, how did I not see you know, sometimes we can do that to ourselves, and I think your guides are asking you to try not to do that to yourself, because we all make mistakes sometimes, and a lot of us are blind in love at least once in our life, or we this happens, sometimes this happens to the best of us. And try also not to like doubt yourself too much going forward either, because sometimes when this happens too, we can have a tendency to be like, can I trust myself at all again? Because like if I made this mistake, if I chose this person, or I let this person in and they betrayed me or something like that, it can be really, really hard to open up again, and to trust ourselves to, you know, choose someone again or something. And they're just encouraging you to, again, try not to be too harsh with yourself, and take the lessons from this situation, but try not to let it block you from beautiful experiences in the future. Because again, I'm getting, there will be someone you can trust. There will be a really good relationship for you, and it might actually be pretty close by. And it could even be, okay, for some of you, if this was a situation where like you feel like you chose the wrong person, maybe there was like a choice for you and you chose to stay with this person. Maybe you're feeling like guilty, or feeling like I completely made the wrong choice. Like I picked this person over that person, and maybe the other person would have been a good choice, and you're feeling like, maybe you're beating yourself up about that. And so your guides are just asking you to, again, try to forgive yourself and realize that you're human, and we all make mistakes, and we all make decisions or choices at some point that we feel like maybe weren't the best ones we could have made. But you did the best you could with what you had at the time, and I'm hearing you're wiser, so at least like something, you will get something from this. I think that all of us can get, for every challenge or every bad thing that we go through, we can get something out of it, especially if we're open to it and asking the divine for help in finding the positive thing that we can gain from this, whether it is wisdom or, like a stronger intuition about these types of situations, or, just more again, I said wisdom, so I guess that's knowledge, but, we can, or more compassion sometimes when I know that might seem like a not that great of a gift to get from such a bad situation, but sometimes, these situations can give us more compassion for other people and open our hearts more, and help us to like help other people, sometimes reach other people more when we've gone through these types of things. And I think, it can make us better people when we go through these things sometimes. So maybe that's, again, it's up to you what you get from this situation. But I do feel like there is something to be gained from this, even though it is an awful situation. And your guides just want you to know, though, that I think they just don't want you to be too harsh with yourself. And I'm hearing also try not to block new love, or like try not to block. I'm hearing try not to punish yourself. So again, there's something coming through about that, but they don't want you to punish yourself. They said you don't deserve that. So maybe like if you do have potential for a good relationship, or something nice comes in, maybe you might feel like, oh, I don't deserve this, or like self-sabotaging, I heard, or something like that, because you might, I am kind of getting something where you're like, well, I was, I let that other person in and this happened, and I was stupid, and like I shouldn't trust myself, and like this could just be the same thing again. Or again, if you felt like you made the wrong decision, you might feel like I don't deserve a nice person because I chose this horrible person, or that did this to me. And like and I chose it. It was my choice. Like I did that. Like I could have had something good and instead I chose this, and so like I don't deserve someone good or something. You might even feel like that. I don't know. But you do. You do deserve. You do deserve something good. No one deserves to have this sort of thing happen to them. And you deserve to have someone good in your life. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here in this reading. I don't think that you would have had a spirit guide looking out for you that would have drawn you here. And I don't believe you're here by accident. I just don't believe that. So I think you do deserve to have a good relationship like this. Your spirit guides, the universe, the divine wants to bring this good relationship into your life. And even if you don't like the concept of being worthy or deserving of something, I'm feeling like you're meant for this. I'm getting that you have a beautiful heart and you have a lot of love to give. And I'm getting that there's someone wonderful out there that, would love to love you and would be lucky to have you. And you would be to have them too. And it would be, you could have a beautiful love together and make each other very happy. And the universe wants to see that happen because you guys are meant. You guys are meant for a good relationship like that because you have a beautiful heart that would make someone very happy. And you should have that. That's what I'm getting. And this says the return. Oh, that's interesting. This says a new story. You decide alignment. It's coming together. Okay. So again, with that alignment's here and alignment is here. It's coming together. Okay. So a new story. So there is someone new coming in for you guys. That's what I'm getting, or will be soon. But with the return here, it might be someone, maybe it is someone from the past or someone that I don't know. Like maybe there is a chance with someone from the past that you didn't choose. Possibly. Or someone you knew maybe from the past or something might be coming back. Or if it isn't that, then yeah, because I'm feeling like maybe that's not the case for some of you, but it could be for if you have someone in mind that you would really like to be with, where it was a good situation and nothing toxic from the past, then maybe it is someone from the past, or maybe someone like you never had a relationship with but you were interested in, but it never went anywhere or something like that, But if not, then this is a totally new person coming in. But I am getting you do have new love in your future. You have more love in your future that will be truly good. It is going to come together and you are aligning with that. I'm getting like this might actually happen quicker than, I don't know, this kind of feels quick. I mean, I was thinking you might need quite a bit of time to like heal from something like this, but for some of you, there might be someone coming in quite soon, actually, or that you've already that might already kind of be in your sphere, I heard, or your sphere of awareness, or like somehow kind of in your life, or like on the outskirts. It's like really close, or like maybe an acquaintance, or where they're like in your life somehow, but it's maybe not super. I don't know. There's something about that though. There might already be someone like really close by that you are aligning with, that you will be with. This says the sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. Yeah, again, they just really want you to pour into yourself right now and focus on healing and caring for yourself and nurturing yourself and just, yeah, giving yourself a lot of care right now. Yeah, you are being supported, guys. This says held. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. There yes, you are supported. You will be supported. You are supported, and your spirit guides are really supporting you. You see how it looks like she's, it's an older woman holding this woman, and I feel like, again, I was picking up on a maternal, or like a feminine presence around you, like a spirit guide or an ancestor or something that was taking care of you. And I really do feel that way for a lot of you guys, but also, yeah, with the whole unseen help. And we had the dog was the first card out. I think they're just repeating that message that you do have people looking out for you, or you do have someone that's going to help you with this. There are people that are going to have your back, or who do have your back, or maybe it's someone from your community too. It could be like a community that you're a part of. That person might, that could be like the new person you're aligning with, maybe as part of your community, or someone who might support you, or it could be someone like from your community that is telling you this information, or like giving you this proof of this information or something like that, possibly. There have been so many archangels too in this reading. I meant to say there have been at least 3 that have appeared. So you guys have a lot. You have angelic support as well. Specifically, you even have archangels watching out for you. I heard Shamuel, so Archangel Shamuel specifically might be one of the archangels that you pray to, or at least that's helping you with this. I also heard Archangel Metatron and Archangel Uriel. Those are the main ones. Oh, and that is 3, so it could be those maybe. I haven't seen Archangel Michael yet, so I'm not sure about that one, but I did think of him, so maybe that too. But anyway, it says the sun, joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, play. I think they're encouraging you to do something that is fun for you. I know this is an incredibly heavy message, but if there's something you can do that will bring you some joy, or at least uplift you a little bit, whatever you can do, try to focus on that. Again, they want you to be kind to yourself, and do things that you enjoy, and yeah. Okay. So that's what I've got for you. Now I will do the confirmations. Sorry, I keep like losing my train of thought. This has been a lot. Okay, I'm going to get some zodiac signs here. Everything sounds so loud all of a sudden. I'm getting stuff in my... There's so much coming through. I think somebody is not happy about this. Maybe make sure you energetically cleanse yourself and protect yourself too from... Just at this time, I think it's maybe extra important for you to do that, because I'm hearing interference. Like, it literally feels like there's like there's a signal. I don't know. I'm just getting like maybe someone's going to be sending a lot of energy your way. So just, I heard prepare for the onslaught, or prepare for, just energetically cleanse and protect yourself. My candle just went out. Some of you might want to do candle magic protection or something like that, but whatever speaks to you, excuse me, might want to do more than one thing and do it frequently just until this energy lets up a little bit, because I am getting like there will be like a surge. Like I think there, especially when you find this out, if you haven't already, there's going to be like a surge of energy, or there might be there might be some sort of fallout from this, but it won't be able to last very long, because I'm getting it'll be like a more intense, like a lot of emotion, but it's like gonna fizzle because they can't keep that level of energy up for the very long. I don't know, they might come back and try again or something, but I'm just getting like energetically prepare yourself, like protect your aura, and do maybe some protection Reiki, something like that. You might even want to like sleep with some sort of Reiki videos playing on loop or something, or you might want to um, have some protection jewelry or draw protective symbols on yourself. I was hearing henna. You might want henna something on yourselves, like like an Eye of Horus, or I don't know. I'm just or some other protective symbol. You might want to get some protective jewelry, like an evil eye bracelet or something, like, or like it's also called the Nazir, I think is the other name for it, or a hand of Fatima, which is one of the things I wear. Um, or like a combination of stuff. Um, some protective crystals. You might want to get some of those. Some of those are some of the classics for protection are black tourmaline. Um, I think black obsidian too. I don't use that as much, but black tourmaline is common for protection. Selenite for like cleansing your energy, and I like black kyanite for protection and removing negative energy and things like that. I heard someone mention labradorite can be helpful for protection. I haven't used it that much for that purpose, but I do have it. It's very pretty too, so I don't know if that speaks to you. Maybe look into it. You can get some form of like clear quartz and set your intentions, like program that for transmuting negative energy around you or protecting you, shielding you, however you want to set that intention. You can do stuff like that. You can find tutorials on stuff like that. You can, pray. That's, one of the things you can definitely do. Pray to your guides, pray to Archangel Michael to shield you. Pray to your other angels to shield you, protect you, intervene on your behalf for your safety and protection. You might also want to like get some sort of jewelry that relates to an archangel as well, possibly like an Archangel Michael, like like a necklace that has his, like a representation of him on it, or I heard emblem, or an amulet, something like that. Just throwing out a bunch of possibilities. Salt baths can help cleanse your energy. Sage, burning sage, Palo Santo. Or if the smoke is not good for you to have, you can try putting some of the oils in a bottle and like misting it around yourself. I also heard frankincense, which isn't something I usually use for protection, but maybe it would be good for that. I don't know. It's very relaxing, and it has a lot of properties to, like, a lot of medicinal uses. So I don't know, but you might want to look into that one. I think sometimes it can be helpful when you're grieving. For some reason, I gravitate towards it, like when I'm feeling emotional pain. So it might help with that. If you're starting to get a cold too, sometimes it can help if you inhale it a lot. So just throwing it out there. sometimes when we go through a shock like this or grief like this, it can lower our immune system and we can get sick. So I think that may also be why that's coming through. Make sure you're taking some precautionary measures to keep yourself from getting a cold or getting any sort of sickness, you know. Take good care. Oh, right, we had that. Take good care of yourself, rest, take care of your health. That might be why that's coming through. Like, you know, it's just so that nothing like that sneaks up on you. I mean, it's bad enough that you're going through this. You don't need a cold or anything on top of it, you know. So try to head that off. And all right, we'll go through these now, I think. All right, I think that was all. And also repeat these things. Oh, and sound cleansing, of course, like tingsha, like what I use here. You can use some of these. These help raise your frequency and like dispel low vibrational energy and negative energy, through their vibration, through their frequency, which is high, basically high vibe. But yeah, that I think really helps. And or you could get like some of these tuning forks, also very high frequency. This one is a 4096 hertz, I think, so it's pretty high. It's not the highest one I have though. There's actually another one that's higher than this, but these are, I think these are sold as like angel tuning forks. So if you search that, you could probably find these. This came in a pack of like a set of 3, I think. That could help. Or if you have crystal singing bowls, something like that might be helpful. Or Tibetan singing bowls, some sort of singing bowl might be helpful. Amethyst is what I'm getting to for you guys. You might really, really want to get an amethyst. Wear amethyst to help protect, specifically like help like strengthen your auric field right now. It might be, I really feel like it has a very stabilizing effect and can help if you have like tears or, you know, weaknesses in your aura from going through like traumas or emotional turmoil or whatever it is you're going through, that can cause issues with the aura. I really feel like amethyst is very helpful for that. So my phone just lit up too. So if you don't have any amethyst, honestly, I feel like if you only have money for one crystal or you only get one crystal, amethyst. I would go with amethyst. I feel like you really can't go wrong with that. I highly, highly recommend it. That was one of the first crystals I worked with, and it was so helpful for me. Honestly, I really feel like amethyst helped save my life. And I know that sounds dramatic. I know it sounds crazy, but it really helped turn. I was not doing well at one point, and really the turning point for me was when I started wearing amethyst all the time. And I like got several of them and like packed them in next to me when I would sleep. And that really started helping me a lot. So do consider that. Now I have other things that I use as well, but that really helped me out. So maybe give that a try. Also, maybe some rainbow moonstone with black tourmaline inclusions in it, or whatever you're drawn to, but you might want to think about that. But the other stones probably would be most, selenite and amethyst would be my 2 most recommended. But definitely amethyst if you can't get any of the other ones. That one really, really. That and selenite, those would be my 2. because the selenite will also help you to cleanse, keep the amethyst cleansed and charged and stuff. So, you know, you want both. But luckily, selenite is very affordable, and usually amethyst, you can get it pretty affordably too. So, especially if you're not getting like really giant pieces or really fancy certain colored pieces, you know, you can usually get a piece of amethyst for a good price. So, I also think that's a nice thing about it too. So, okay, yeah, now I'm actually going to read these for you. I just really felt like I needed to go over that for someone. And again, this is just a place to start. You can search YouTube. There are a lot of people that have a lot to say about all kinds of different types of protection that you can try. Meditation is also highly helpful for you when it comes to protection and strengthening your aura and things like that. So, affirmations, subliminals, self-hypnosis things sometimes can actually be helpful too with these things. So anyway, and can just also help you feel better and reduce stress and stuff from this situation. So, okay. We have live in the moment. Yeah, I just felt like I really needed to take a deep breath. So maybe that would be helpful for some of you too, like doing some sort of breath work. And yeah, okay. Be present as much as you can in the present moment. Um, it is going to be okay. Okay, and this one says, in every fair from fair sometime declines. Okay, I think again, the message there is like I think again, I'm feeling like try not to be so hard on yourself if you are having that struggle, because it's like everybody makes mistakes sometimes, or, you know, we all most people get misled by someone at some point. If you're ever, it just does happen to a lot of us, you know. I'm just getting that, again, I'm just feeling like they don't want you to be hard on yourself. Like, most of us, if not all of us, will screw up or do something we wish we hadn't, or get deceived, or something will happen at some point, you know. So try to forgive yourself and move on and be in the present and be like, I'm just going to try to live my life from this moment forward and just leave this in the past and move forward with my life, knowing that good things are coming for me, that I can have a good relationship and I can have happiness and success and good things going forward. That your life is meant to be beautiful, it is meant to be good, and that is still all available for you. Okay, we have Taurus here with trustworthy on the back. That's, I think this is a double message. It's like there is going to be someone. Again, there are people you can trust, and there will be people you can trust. But also, you could be a Taurus, or maybe this new person could be a Taurus. You might, you know, either a Taurus sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be Venus. I'm not really feeling that though. Most likely it would be like the big three, or they have very significant, like several significant Taurus placements, like a Taurus stellium or stellium or something like that. Or you do. Again, you do, possibly. If you did, this would be like a confirmation for you. Okay, we've got Aries. So again, that could be one of your big three or theirs or something. Courageous is written on the back, and again, I feel like we have brave here, so they're encouraging you to be. I think this requires a lot of, you know, this is a scary situation, you know, this is a very difficult situation to go through. So I think they are telling you that you are brave, and you can get through this, and they're with you. I don't know, maybe some of you might even be scared about confronting this person, or, you know, knowing that this person tried to trap you. Maybe you are, you know, maybe this is a scary situation for you. I hope that you are not feeling afraid, but if you are, that's being acknowledged here. But you are being supported, and you are going to have help. You do have help. Okay, we have blessed here. Also, too, like if this was a situation where it was something to do with like medical care or something, and you were supposed to be able to trust this person, and I don't know, there could be more complications with like if this person did do this on purpose, or even if they didn't and it was an accident, there might be things to do with malpractice, or things that, you know, cases that might need to get investigated or something like that. And so that does require courage and bravery to do things like that. And so you, if that is your situation, you might be facing something like that. I hope you're not, but if you are, you know, that message is coming through for you. Yeah. Okay, we've got inspire here. So someday, if you feel called to share, you might help other people through something like this, or inspire other people with your story of coming through this situation, or something like that. Okay, we have love. I heard love is the answer, or to, you know, not shut out love, you know, because this happened, basically, I think is what I'm getting. We've got faith. We have inspire. Again, we have inspire again. And this says, what's for you will not pass you. So if it's meant to be yours, it will be. What is meant to be will be. I'm getting, if you thought that again, if there's, I don't know, if there's something where you thought you weren't worthy of new love or whatever it is, I'm just getting, again, if it's meant to be, it will be. So, um, and I'm getting it is meant to be, so, or, you know, a good relationship for you is meant to be. So it will be. You don't have to worry. It's just what I'm getting. Okay, we've got dream. Maybe there's going to be a dream come true here. This says health, happiness, treasure. And I feel like that's what's in store for you, you know? There's so much good stuff ahead for you. That's very clear. That's coming through very strongly. This says, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. Okay, I feel like what's coming through for me with this is that you are going to help other people. I really do feel like some of you will be helping other people through this situation you're going through. Somehow that is going to lead to you helping other people somehow. I'm not sure how exactly, or I'm not sure if you'll be helping people with the same thing, or if you might like end up becoming a counselor or something, or helping people with something like this situation, or if you might end up working, or if somehow you're just going to feel you might feel called to help other people with something else that they're going through, even if it's not a situation like this. This might just open your heart and to other people that are having some other sort of challenges or struggles, and you might want to start volunteering to help people, or switch careers, or make your career something that helps other people or something like that. Yeah, and I'm getting that you're really going to impact people. It's like you're going to be that handprint on their heart, or yeah, on their heart, and really touch a lot of people, reach a lot of people, help a lot of people through something that they're going through. And I'm getting that maybe a lot of the compassion that you feel might have been activated through this situation, but I'm getting a lot of you are already compassionate, so it might not be that, but maybe this might somehow intensify it, or in somehow like this might somehow call you towards I don't know, something where you help people though in some way. Okay, this says Sagittarius. Sorry, I'm getting very tired, guys. And it has optimist on the back. Gemini with intelligent written on the back. Virgo with practical written on the back. Libra with charming written on the back. And Scorpio with passionate written on the back. And again, these could be the sun, moon, or rising sign of you, the new person you're aligning with. For some reason, that's coming through too, or the person that did this to you. So, excuse me, and that's how these could be confirmations for you. I'm gonna get some initials too. I'll turn it down, don't worry. Probably don't actually have to shake it up now that I think about it. I don't know. I always forget that. It's just part of my routine to shake it. I don't know. But I like swirl my hands around in it anyway, so it probably doesn't really matter. But I don't know. It's just what I do. A lot did come out here. Oh my gosh, we have E. One of the first ones out again is E, just like in the beginning. Oh yeah, I forgot I did those confirmations already. Oh well, they want me to do more. But it's the letter E again, just like the first letter out. That's wild. Okay. It's like, that's wow. Okay. And then the number 0 was the first thing that like fell here. That is so strong. That is crazy. Confirmation. Okay. And we have the number 1. So the month of January could be significant, or the first of a month. That could be someone's birthday. Like, for example, your birthday could be on the first of a month, or in January, or both. Like, it could be January 1st, or October 1st, whatever, the first of a month, basically. And we also have a 0 here, though, so it could also be like the 10th of a month, or the month of October could be significant. Either one of those or all of them. Any month on the 1st. Heard Christopher too. Okay, we have W. I heard like a news station of some sort. Okay, we have the letter O. Again, I don't know who I'm reading for, but this could actually even become a news story for some of you if it is the thing you were dealing with like a medical professional or something. I don't know. This has been one of the craziest readings I've done. I guess I can see why my guides really wanted me to do this now. Okay, we've got the letter K. We have the letter P. We have the letter R. The letter C. Something about China could be significant for somebody. Doesn't have to be, but that came through. We have the letter L. We have the letter V. We have the letter U. We have the letter S. Well, we have the they said get the letter Y first. We have the letter Y and the letter S. This one has a ladybug on it. And then this is a koala. I'll go over the animals that are on these charms just in case some of them might be a confirmation for you. We have ladybug, koala, rabbit, snail, butterfly, owl, toucan, egret, and yeah, I already said rabbit. Swan is also there, and there's a flower, different flowers on here too. So, okay. All right, so just to go over it again in case you missed something, I also heard Yves Saint Laurent. I don't know if I'm saying it. Yves Saint Laurent. I feel like I'm not even saying that. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. YSL, like the brand. So maybe I did say it right. I can't tell. Like when I'm doing readings, especially, I am in like a kind of a strange state, and it's like hard for me. I can't like tell how I've pronounced things sometimes. I don't know. It's a weird, I don't know why that happens, but I am kind of in a strange state in my mind when I am using my clairs and stuff, and sometimes I just feel like, wait a second, I don't know if I did say that. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but anyway, all right, so the letters we have are W, P, O, R, C, K, S, U, L, V, Y, and E. So All right, that's what I've got, guys. I am sending you so much love, and I have so much compassion. I know I have been feeling there was so much anxiety and heaviness and all kinds of just awful feelings at the beginning. So I know that someone I'm reading for here is really hurting or has been, and and I'm so sorry you're going through that. I really, really am. And I just hope things will get better soon, or the pain lessens soon, or, you know, I just hope that, um, just, I just hope things are better soon for you, basically. And I'm really glad to know it looks like someone's going to help you out with this. And I do love you guys. I just feel like I need to say that. Like maybe someone just needs to hear that. I love you. I love you. Okay. And I feel like that's what your guide needs to say. I kind of feel like maybe one of your spirit guides is coming through or something, or your family member. Because they just said, it's like I felt like I needed to say that specifically. I know I always say I'm sending you guys lots of love, but I felt like I needed to say, I love you. Um, I love you. And it's going to be okay. And, um, there will be people here for you. There are people here for you, whatever it is, whichever situation it is that you're going through, and it will get better. And there is good love in your future, as long as you don't push it away, or you don't fight it or feel like you're not deserving of it or something. Or I'm just kidding. You do have a beautiful person in your future. You are meant to be in a really beautiful relationship. And maybe some of you felt like you thought that is what this was. And so this is really difficult to go through. But just know that that love that you thought you did have, you will have that with someone else. And it will be true. And it will be really good and really beautiful. And yeah, anyway, yeah, I love you guys. And I hope to see you guys again sometime soon under hopefully more happy circumstances. Um, I'm kind of feeling like maybe I won't see some of you again, LA, and that's okay. I just hope that you got what you needed out of this, one way or another. But in any case, I am wishing you all the best with this. The best that can come out of this. I hope it does. And anyway, whether I see you again or not, take care, guys. And do you hear that? That train, that was really a very long. Wow, that's really interesting. I feel like that was significant somehow. Anyway, take care.